Greetings, Elder Blacklight. Now, I told you that I was born in the Nation of Islam back in 1946. My uncle, my grandmother, my mother, and her oldest sister were both in the Nation of Islam and knew Malcolm's whole family. They were trying to, I'm not saying it was Malcolm, but I used to sit down and listen to my uncle talk about what was going on in Temple Number 1, Detroit, back in the 50s, early 60s. They were trying to off or kill the messenger, some of the brothers in the mosque. The brother was, Elijah was sick, and there was some things going on within the family of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and with Brother Malcolm. Now, Wallace D. Muhammad went against his old man. After he had died, he dismantled the Nation of Islam. But he could have, if he didn't believe in what his father was teaching, this is where wisdom or mother wit come in. I'm not going to use that word common sense. He didn't have to stay. He could have, got out of the temple. But his aims was to take it over. Now him and Malcolm and Minister Farrakhan, is where all the controversy lies around. And Wallace D. Muhammad, Imam Wallace D. Muhammad, was kicked out too. And he asked to come back. I got a tape of Wallace D. Muhammad and one of the ministers meeting, dismantling the Nation of Islam. I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play that tape. Believe it or not, I don't care. But Malcolm told my uncle a couple of days before he was killed or murdered that he knew it wasn't the Nation of Islam. He knew it was the FBI, the CIA, or somebody. Because my uncle drove Malcolm to the airport a couple of times when he was out the nation. But I'm not going to get too much into that, but this is to our the one they call Young Pharaoh and check this out.
Dear Holy Apostle, Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, to whom all praise is due, whom we forever thank for giving us the most honorable and humble Elijah Muhammad as our divine leader, teacher, and guide. I want to put what I'm going to say to you on this tape for two purposes. Number one, I want to really apologize to you for having let you down for the mistakes that I've made, especially during the past year. I want to confess my fault, confess my wrong. I want to confess my weaknesses. I want you to know that thanks to Allah and you, I'm able to see myself better now. I'm able to see my weaknesses better now and my shortcomings better now. I do believe that in seeing them better, it may be possible for me to overcome them and become a better person. At least I am praying to Allah that this is the case. And above all else, I'm praying to Allah to put mercy and forgiveness in your heart. And if you weren't merciful nor forgiving toward me, I could well understand it. I've always known that Master W.D. Farad is Allah. I believe that Master W.D. Farad is Allah, and I believe that you are his messenger. I believe that your program is right, and I believe that your teachings are right, and that it was my belief in this that made me as successful as I was. Especially it was my firm belief in this that enabled me to stand up in the face of all opposition on television, on radio, before colleges, and before people out in the street at mass rallies, and support your program and present your program and represent your program. It was my faith in it that enabled me to represent it.
Was the incarnation of he was God on earth.
I'm not going to play this one on this one. You got Wallace D. Muhammad and you see what it say. Wallace D. Muhammad and Minister Farrakhan. Elijah Muhammad lied about Farad Muhammad. You got his national representative, Mr. Louis Farrakhan, and his son. Dissing his father. He went before the world, man. He didn't do it while he was alive. So you see that Malcolm apologized. So why are we disunited like we are? And why are we, it's so hard for us to be united? Because when brothers get into prominent leadership positions and they up there in ranks, they get weak, man. And they sell out. This is Black Light. Don't tune to any other station, any other channel but this one here, because I know I'm making sense. It stands to reason that you just got to watch and observe, and you'll see who is lying and who is not lying. So this is Black Light.